Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a quick look at what XUR has. XUR has some gems, some really good gems on them. So basically the basic exotic Engram, if you didn't know, these basically are all the weapons you can get out of it and armor. So basically if you've done the lost sectors, some of the lost sector exotics are in here as well. Which is like the Raiju's harness, which I would say hang on to for right now because that might be really nasty next season. Let's see. Can we go deeper into it? Yep. So this is basically all the exotics that can drop out of it. So as you can see, there's a good amount of exotics that can drop out of it. If you get yourself a good Radiant Flux, hang on to it. Chernobyls, hang on to it. Lucky Raspberry actually might be really, really good back into play again. So yeah, that's basically it. So the weapons XUR has this week is Monte Carlo. Dealing damage with this weapon basically reduces your melee cooldown and grants a full charge to your melee ability with each kill. And basically you have Markov Chain. This weapon gains increased damage for melee kills and kills with this weapon. Melee kills grants ammo for this weapon. Not a bad weapon. And I think it has a couple of good ornaments too for it as well, which I don't have. This one actually looks not that bad. This reminds me of like they took the design of what's the damn gun? The auto from D1 with the top wings on it. It's like the real fast firing Necrochasm. Like they try to take the top wings off the Necrochasm and try to use it up here for this. That blade's a little too big though. That's kind of excessive. So all the exotics that he's selling this week aren't good. This is probably the most decent out of the group here. The other two, I wouldn't even recommend wasting your legendary shards at all. Anything that's below 63, don't even buy it. It's basically a waste of time. Unless you just want to have it in your collection. Other than that, it's basically a waste. So the Warlock's chest piece isn't bad at all because it has a decent amount of intellect. Let me go back down here. So you can see it. It has basic 16 intellect, 16 strength, and then 24 mobility. Which isn't bad. Alright, so XUR has basically a couple of really good gems in here today. So, this I recommend. If you don't have this sidearm, the sidearm is actually not a bad archetype. And it has a ranged masterwork on top of it. You basically have outlaw opening. Opening basically gives you accuracy and it gives you range on the first bullet fired. So, as long as you're firing this thing, you're actually pretty good. And then you can just throw high caliber on for stagger. You can either keep arrowhead break on, or you can throw fluted. I would recommend put fluted on. And the ornament for it is not bad looking at all. I have it. It's not bad at all for it. Another one would be this baby right here. This is actually a really good auto, and a lot of people don't really know about it. This is a really good auto rifle. It has a stability masterwork, plus this archetype just got buffed too, making it even better. So it basically has hipfire grip and rangefinder. You can either throw high caliber on it, which I would think actually is probably the best thing to throw on it, high cal. With arrowhead break, basically just gives you a good amount of recoil direction. I think it bumps the gun up to about, I think almost 75, maybe a little bit more. You throw a counterbalance on it, it's probably going to bump it up to almost 90. So basically you're going to have a good recoil to pattern with this barrel on. And if you don't want this barrel, you can always throw on a hammer force rifling just to add the range onto the rangefinder you have. And it has stability masterwork. It's not bad at all. It's pretty good. And if Bungie decides next season they want to actually buff the Warmind cells, this is actually not a bad gun to grab real quick. We're going to overskip this for a moment. We're going to come back to that. This isn't really good. Now, here's something that's actually really, really good. At least for me, for PvP, this is actually not a bad roll at all. You basically have hard launch, spike nades, basically grave robber, and disruption break. Disruption break is the thing that I'm looking at the most. Disruption and the spike nades. This is actually pretty good because if you hit somebody direct impact, you don't kill them, but you hit them direct impact. If you're using a sidearm or SMG in the primary slot, when you break an enemy shield, it makes them more weak to kinetic damage for a brief period of time. So it allows you to do a little bit more damage on them. So if you don't kill them, but if you break the shields, you basically can do a lot more damage to them. Not bad at all. This, I wouldn't recommend to get this. if you want a god roll of this thing still drops out of dares. So all you gotta do is a bunch of dares of eternity, get a bunch of the strange coins, and you're basically good to go. So this actually caught my eye earlier. So this is only displaying one perk, but it actually has more than one perk on it. You can get it with kill clip with it as well. This isn't bad at all. This is actually pretty decent, plus especially the fact that it has surplus. We don't have many high impact frames that have surplus on it, so this is actually a really good roll to have. And now we're going back to the main gun that caught my attention earlier when I looked at it. So this is a very good perk. Not perk, but very good gun. I would say the only thing that really downs this gun is snapshot. Other than that, this is actually a really good roll, because you have arrowhead break that helps with your recoil pattern, and then you have heating up, which also helps with recoil pattern. All you gotta do is slap a counterbalance or a full auto retrofit, fully masterwork it, and you're basically good to go. Yeah, and that's basically it. The armor is not the greatest. The hunter has legs. I believe the warlock, yeah, the hunter has legs and chest. The warlock, if I'm not mistaken, have legs and I think gauntlets. And the titan, I'm not sure about. Other than that, that's basically it, guys. You have yourselves a good day or a good night, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.